Hey guys, it's Adam again. Just wanted to give you a little update on the Carter Beauford kit. I got it here at my church. We've got all of our Christmas decorations up at the moment, but made a video a couple months ago, and I just wanted to kind of run through it again, give a little bit more detailed information on it. And this is the current setup that Carter was using probably in the, I'd say the 2015, 2014-ish tour. I kind of adjusted a little things. You know, he's using the double splash stack over here. He took that 15-inch crash out. He took the 14-inch China out. He's using a little 10-inch China trash now that Zildjian came out with probably a year or two ago. I just kind of thought that was a little too many splashes for me, so I went back to the 15-inch crash and the 14-inch China. I really like this setup. But we'll start back over here. You know, he's got an 18-inch A Custom EFX with a 10-inch spiral stacker stacked on top. I really don't like the spiral stacker. It kind of mutes the bottom crash if you like that effect. I kind of like mine to be more open back here. And this S trash crash, I mean, it sounds pretty identical to an A Custom EFX, so I really haven't seen the need to upgrade this one anytime soon. It does its job really well. It's the A Custom 20-inch flat ride and a 6-inch A Custom splash on top. I think Zildjian has discontinued the A Custom flat rides, and that's disappointing. This is an awesome cymbal. I think Carter's said before this is his favorite cymbal in the kit because of how quiet it is, with no bell, obviously. Hence the name, the flat ride. But I love this one. It's real glassy, real gives you really good definition in some slow parts of songs, some quiet parts. But yeah, I love that one. And the little splash there is just for when you're over here on this side of the kit, you need a little splash. It's just right there instead of having to reach all the way over there. He's currently using the 22-inch K-Custom medium ride, and it took me a while to like this ride. It's got this weird, I don't know how to explain it, kind of a white noise almost wash to it. But after, you know, it settles in for a little while, it gets some good ping and some really good wash, and it's probably become my favorite ride now, currently. I've got a 21-inch K Heavy down here. It's a little bit too pingy, but it kind of sounds like his A Custom projection ride that he used to have up, and so I'm kind of going back and forth between them at the moment. But yeah, this ride's really unique in that the top is traditional, and I don't know if you can see this, but the bottom is brilliant finished, and so I thought that was pretty cool. Gives it a real unique look and really good sound. Above that is the 19-inch A Ultra Hammered China. I've still got the old Z3 model when they first came out, but there's no difference other than the logo. Zildjian kind of revamped their lineup and made these the A's now. But this is probably my favorite China that I've ever had. It's become my second main crash now, and it's just really trashy. It gives a little bit of a bite to when you want to combine it with your crashes. I mean, I use it for everything now. It's just really nice cymbal. For hi-hats, I'm using the redesigned A New Beats. Zildjian reintroduced these in 2013, and these have been great. They really don't need any introduction. They're probably the most widely used hats there's ever been made, but I really like these new, the redesigns. They're a lot lighter, and they work for pretty much everything that I do, between church music, the Dave Matthews tribute bands that I'm in, and my own band, Crutchfield. So, I mean, they do everything really well. Got the Travis Barker signature cowbell and the red LP jam block. Those good little accents, and everybody needs cowbell in their kit. More cowbell, right? Above that, have an 8-inch K splash with a 6-inch Zil Bel upside down on it. And probably Carter's most famous piece of his kit is this wedding bell. And it took me probably 10, 12 years to find this thing. And I finally got one that is pretty much identical to Carter's. I got it on eBay after years of looking. There was one in Japan, and the seller, I got it from him, had to come all the way from Japan, but I had before just a little cheap Tibetan bell I found on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And what you do is you take the handle off and you can thread it onto these kick drum there. You can thread it onto these cymbal stands, and that's how Carter has his. Henry has it mounted up there like that, and it's not going to go anywhere, and it stays there. And let me see if I can get a sound of it real quick. It is just pretty much like Carter's. It's a little smaller, but yeah, that is a prized piece of my kit, and we'll never let that thing go. For crashes, I'm using the 18-inch K dark medium thin, a 19-inch K thin, and the 15-inch K thin. And the K dark crashes, just the regular dark Ks, are probably my favorite crashes that Zildjian's ever put out. They just work for everything. They're real dark, real full. They're not, the A Customs, they can be a little bright and kind of glassy sometimes, and I like a darker sound to my crashes. But yeah, they work really well. Splash, got the 10-inch A Custom, another 6-inch A Custom over an 8-inch A Flash Splash prototype. This is one of the ones that came out right before they made the Flash Splashes kind of official, and this one sounds really good. It's pretty bright, but I really like that splash. Kind of mixes well with all the others, and that little dark K right up there. Then we got the 14-inch K mini China. Carter's had that China on his kit for years, and then he finally took it off. Henry put the little 10-inch there, and for me it just was, it wasn't cutting through the mix for my band, so I just put the 14 back up there, and it works really good. The big China, the 21-inch A Ultra Hammered. I got this cymbal sent to me free from Zildjian back in 2010 when they first introduced the Ultra Hammereds. Carter was testing it on the 2010 tour, and Zildjian, I sent them an email and asking them about it because it was such a loud China for Dave Matthews Band, I thought at the time. And the next thing I know, they had sent me one in the mail, and so I've had this thing since 2010, and it is just a beast. It is loud, and you can ride it, you can crash it, but it is just an awesome, awesome China. Percussion, got the 72 bar double row chimes, the granite blocks, and over here I've got a LP or a Pearl Elite 13x7 timbale. This is a Yamaha Stage Custom 14x14 floor tom. Can't afford another recording custom at the moment because I'm drum poor, and so I need to get this replaced one day, but for now it works. And my bass drum is also a Stage Custom, and it works really well. I don't see any need to replace it at the moment. So maybe one day I can get a recording custom kick, especially one of the new ones. I hear they've completely redone the recording custom bass drums. I've always heard that was a weak link on the recording custom kits before they redid them, and I've just kind of kept my stage custom for all these years because it's worked. Running out of room back here with the fan, Christmas trees, and everything. My pedals currently, I've got the DW machined pedals. I've got the direct drive hi-hat, which I absolutely love. It is smooth, easy to operate, never lags, never has the little rod come loose like it does on my 9000 every now and then. And then I'm using the machined chain version of the double pedals. And I had the direct drive version, and I really didn't care for it. It kind of felt like there was no power to it. And I sold those and switched to the chains, and I've been happy with them ever since I got them. I think I saw Carter testing these out. I think he had the direct drive version. I had mentioned them to his tech to get them, and he finally got them some free time, I guess, and he got them on the kit. And I'm not sure if they're going to end up keeping them or not, but I like the chain model a whole lot better than the direct drive. But DW's whole machine line is just absolutely incredible. I mean, there's no lag whatsoever. This connector is just so much beefier than the 9000 connection. I mean, it's just, they're flawless. I absolutely love them. Snare drums, I've got a Drumcraft 10x6. This is a Series 8 maple in Artist Purple. Looks more pink to me, but they say it's their purple. But that's a solid little maple snare. It works for stuff here and there. I don't really use it that often. But Carter's got a pork pie 10x7 mahogany in this spot. But, I mean, that one works there really good. And the main snare. I have wanted one of these forever, and I finally found one. Let me go around the front here. I found one on eBay in Italy, I believe it was, and I sent the seller a message, and they were able to ship it to the United States. But this is a 14 by 6.5 Tama Rosewood. This is the reissue model. I think there's only 70 of these in the world, and I feel pretty lucky to have one. Carter's currently using the Ludwig Alex Van Halen signature Rosewood, and this drum is the one that his signature is based off of. And so this thing is just gorgeous. It's powerful, it's loud, it projects, it's warm. It's almost like a metal snare, but it's got a wood kind of tone to it. But yeah, this is probably my favorite snare that I own. It took me a while to get it where I liked it tuning wise, but now it's, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And I'm in love with it. And while I'm in front, let me give you a look at the whole kit. And got the Yamaha Hex-Rack, which is just a solid piece of hardware. Everything works flawlessly together. And all Yamaha cymbal arms, tom arms, everything just goes together so well. Oh yeah. Bass drum beaters, I've got the DW Hardcores. That's what Carter uses, and they probably my favorite beater. They got this little foam around the square, and then they've got a little kind of like a hardcore plastic piece in the center there, and it just gives a real good slap, good tone on the kick. I like those. For heads, I'm using, let's start over here. This is the LP, just their standard head on this timbale. That's probably giving me the best sound that I've had on this timbale. Since it's been moved over here from the years of it being on your right side here, I don't use it that often, but it's still a pretty good little accent drum every now and then. Kind of throw it in there, some Latin grooves or something like that. For this floor tom over here, it's kind of an auxiliary tom. I don't use it that often either, but I've got a Remo coated Emperor on it with a little piece of moon gel to kind of tame down the overtones on this one. And it sounds pretty good. Snare, I've got a Controlled Sound X coated. I like it a little more than the regular Controlled Sound. The X, being just a tad thicker, gives you a little more body to your snares. And that's my snare head. Probably my go-to snare head for every snare that I've got. This is a regular ambassador on this little snare. I don't need hardly any muffling on it or any thick heads. Take the tone away. The recording customs, got the clear pinstripes over the ebony ambassadors. The pinstripe are what the recording customs used to always come with until they did the new version. Now they come with, I think, coated ambassadors. But pinstripes give a real deep, real resonant tone. They used to be all slap, no depth to them to me, but seems like Remo kind of redid them or something, or kind of got a different formula, because they are very resonant, very deep. They sound incredible on these toms. Just resonance for days on these. Let's see. Got a variety of hand percussion back here. I think this is called a kashishi. It's all Latin percussion except for that minor toca. Shakers there. Got a triangle. Got a LP mountable tambourine for a couple of Dave songs here and there. A couple of songs we do here at church. Take the jam block off and I'll mount it right there for a song or two, and then I'll take it off. Got the LP Shake It shaker. Got the soft shake. And this guy, it took me forever to find one of these. Also, this is LP's, it's a Snocker is what it's called. And they discontinued these for a couple years ago. And it took me forever to find one, but I finally got one. It makes like a little woodpecker kind of sound. It's kind of a cool little thing to use every now and then. But glad I have that. Use Carter's signature sticks, Steve Smith's Tala wands, at the Vic Firth tenor mallets for cymbal rolls and all that. My backup snares are the Ludwig Classic Maple and the Santos Rosewood finish. This is the exact finish that the Ludwig Alex Van Halen signature Rosewood is. I really like this snare. It's probably my second favorite. And then I've also got the classic Ludwig Black Beauty. Needs no introduction. Classic snare. Everybody should have one. I had a Gretsch Bell Brass before I went back to this Black Beauty, and it was just so loud. It overpowered the kit, and it just kind of stood out a little much. So I went back to a Black Beauty, and no regrets there. And last is the Tama XL Round Rider Throne. It's hydraulic. Very comfortable. And so that is the update on the entire Carter Beauford replica kit. So we'll see what the new kit changes are for 2018. See if anything will be changing. Try to keep up as much as I can. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, just comment, like, share, subscribe. Thanks.